All right, if you're one of the millions of overseas citizens of India, you're going to want to listen to this. The rulebook for your OCI card, it just got a massive update, probably the biggest one in over a decade. And all these changes, they're kicking in 2026.
So it doesn't matter if you already have an OCI card, if you're thinking about applying, or if you just travel to India a lot, this is for you. We're talking about new rules that are going to hit your wallet, shake up your travel plans, and even change what you have to do before you can even think about booking that next flight.
So, first things first, let's zoom out and look at the big picture here. The year 2026 is, well, it's a game changer for the entire OCI program. Think of it as a huge pivot. We're finally moving away from that old-school system of paper and bureaucracy and jumping headfirst into a much smoother, digital-first approach.
You know, the Indian government's goal here is pretty clear. They want to get rid of those mountains of slow, confusing paperwork and replace it all with a sleek, new online portal. What does that mean for you? Well, it should mean a way simpler, way faster process that you can manage right from your own personal dashboard. Pretty neat, right?
Okay, let's get to the question that's probably on everyone's mind, the money. Let's talk about the bottom line. How much is all this going to cost now?
All right, let's kick things off with some good news. If you're applying for a brand new OCI card from outside of India, the fee is staying exactly the same, $275 US. And if you're applying from inside India, it's still 15,000 rupees. So, no surprises there.
But, and this is a big but, here's where things start to get interesting. As of April 1st, 2026, there's a whole new tiered fee structure. And for the first time ever, they're charging different amounts for, say, reissuing a card versus replacing a lost one. Oh, and there's a brand new penalty fee in the mix, which we'll talk about in just a sec.
So let's break that down. Here's how it works in the real world. Let's say you get married and change your name, and you need to update your card. That's a simple reissue, and it'll cost you just 25 bucks. But if you actually lose your card, or, I don't know, the dog chews it up, getting a replacement duplicate is going to set you back $100. Big difference.
Okay, moving on. Let's talk about the actual travel part of this. And you really need to pay attention here because this next update is a big one. It literally changes what you have to do before every single trip you take to India.
So, the government of India has rolled out a brand new requirement for absolutely everyone arriving on an international flight. And I want to be super clear here. This isn't just for tourists. This applies to every single OCI card holder. No exceptions.
It's called the e-arrival card, and basically, it's a new digital landing card. You know those little paper forms you used to scramble to fill out on the plane? Yeah, those are gone. This new online form is now mandatory. Look, it only takes about 5 minutes to do, but trust me, it is absolutely required if you want to avoid a massive headache at immigration.
And the process itself is super simple. You just go to the official government site, that's arrivals.mha.gov.in, fill in your travel details, flight number, where you're staying in India, that kind of thing, and hit submit. But here's the crucial part. It's all about when you do it. You have to get this done before you leave for the airport. Some airlines might even ask to see your confirmation email before they let you board, so don't leave it to the last minute.
Okay, let's switch gears a bit and talk about how the application process itself has completely changed. This is a really big deal in terms of how things get done now.
Yeah, so that whole process of mailing your application packet to the consulate, that's over. It's officially a thing of the past. From April 1st, 2026, every single application, doesn't matter if it's new, a reissue, or a duplicate, now follows a new two-step process. Step 1, you apply online. Step 2, you have to schedule an in-person appointment at a VFS Global Center or an Indian mission to hand in your documents and give your biometrics. But hey, it's not all new procedures. There's some fantastic news, especially if you're a foreign spouse of an Indian citizen or an OCI holder. You remember that old rule that said you had to live in India for 6 straight months before you could even apply for an OCI card from within the country? Well, guess what? It's gone. As of April 8, 2026, you can apply basically as soon as you land as long as you're on a valid visa. That is a huge relief for a lot of people.
Okay, so you've got your OCI card. Awesome. But how do you make sure it stays valid for life? This part is so important because there are new rules that are super time sensitive, and they're all tied directly to your foreign passport.
Let's just walk through a scenario that everyone will face eventually. Imagine this. Your US, Australian, or UK passport has just expired, and you've got the shiny new one in your hands.
Well, the second that new passport is in your hand, a clock starts ticking. You have exactly a 3-month window to get online,
Log into the OCI portal and upload a copy of your new passport and a recent photo. 3 months. That's it.
And what happens if you forget? Or you just miss that 3-month deadline? Bam! A new $25 late fee gets slapped on automatically. It's really important to remember that this online update is totally free if you do it on time. But if you drag your feet, it's gonna cost you.
Now this part gets a little tricky, so listen close. The rules for updating actually change based on your age. If you're 20 years old or younger, you have to upload your new passport details every single time you get a new one. Now for folks between 21 and 49, you're kind of in a sweet spot, a grace period. No updates needed for you. And then, once you hit 50, you just have to do it one last time and you're good.
Whew, okay, I know that was a ton of information to take in, so let's boil it all down. Let's put everything we've just covered into a final, super simple, actionable checklist. All right, here is your OCI action plan. Ready? Number 1, go bookmark that eArrival website right now. Seriously, do it. Number 2, if you've renewed your passport recently, get online and update your details ASAP to dodge that late fee. 3, always check the latest fees before you start any application. 4, don't forget you have to schedule that VFS appointment, so do it well in advance. And finally, number 5, this one is absolutely critical. If you or anyone you know is still holding on to one of those old persons of Indian origin or PIO cards, please listen. It is no longer a valid travel document. I'll say it again, you cannot use it to enter India. You absolutely must get it converted to an OCI card immediately. Look, this massive shift to digital is completely reshaping how India connects with its global diaspora. On one hand, it promises to make things way more efficient. But on the other, it also puts new responsibilities squarely on your shoulders, on our shoulders, as cardholders. It's a whole new era of connection, and it means all of us have to stay on our toes, stay informed, and be proactive. So it leaves me wondering, what do you think this digital future really holds for the global Indian community?